An awful lot of people seem to be laboring under the misconception that atheism is in itself a belief system. And that's understandable in one way, because we try to explain it, and we try to say that atheism is nothing other than a non-belief in God, a lack of a belief in God. But of course I don't go around calling myself an aphilatelist, because I do not collect stamps. But I do go around calling myself an atheist. And why is that? Why should I go through the bother of labeling myself in a way that tells you what I am not? And the reason is because that label is something that I didn't really choose for myself. It isn't something that I decided one day that I should use to describe myself. It is something that I one day realized was used to describe people like me. And that's the difference. It is very similar to, for example, how in the 60s people with long hair and flowery dress were labeled freaks, or how people who are homosexuals at some point became labeled gays. They didn't choose those labels for themselves, but they realized at some point that people were using those labels to mean people like them. And they eventually adopted those labels and started using them as a badge of honor. The hippies would eventually start calling themselves freaks. Homosexuals are now calling themselves gay. And we are now calling ourselves atheists, because we finally realized that that is what you have been doing all along. You've been pointing the finger at us and saying, infidel, non-believer, heathen, or atheist. Those who have a little bit of classical grounding. We don't deserve this. All it is you making an issue out of the fact that we do not believe in your God. And that is any God, no matter what God you might believe in, I do not believe in it. And you sit there then and say, you're a bloody atheist. You're a non-believer, you're a heathen. You're an infidel, whatever your preferred term is. I like atheist, and that is why I have adopted that for myself. And that is why atheism is not a belief. It is what you've decided to call us. And if that's what you want to call us, then that's fine. But do not tell us that that is what we have decided that we are, because we have a belief system. It is not like that. And when will it go away? When people like me, the people that you called atheists, and people like me who are now proudly calling ourselves atheists, can be atheists without feeling that that will cause people to look at us sideways, to point the finger at us, or to condemn us. When that stops, atheism will disappear. Not because people will start believing in God, but because not believing in God will no longer be an issue. To us, not believing in God isn't an issue. It is just the way we are as atheists. And if you stop making it an issue, then the issue will disappear. So, people out there, if you're a theist, it's up to you. You want the whole problem of atheism to go away, then stop making it a problem.